Hey everybody, what's up? You know, some people have been wanting me to talk about this, and ironically I've been wanting to talk about it since I first saw it on Tuesday night, I believe. And you know, we've heard about this series coming to Cartoon Network, and you know, we didn't really know much about it at first. But basically this has been in the news quite a lot, and it's basically the new Looney Tunes show, which aired at 8 o'clock Eastern Pacific Time on Cartoon Network. Now, basically this is to kind of put the Looney Tune characters in a more contemporary setting, more modernized, more like a, according to some reports, more of a Seinfeld, Odd Couple kind of sitcom kind of deal. And you know, it looks really interesting. I saw about the last 15-something minutes of it, and it looks really interesting. The animation may not be the best animation some people will look at. I mean, some people will look at it, you know, some people look at the animation of the characters and they feel like, you know, it's not the best they could do with the characters, that they feel the characters could be, you know, done with a lot better. And you know, to me, nowadays when you come to a Cartoon Network like show, even if it's based on classic characters, you're always going to get some kind of a design like what you see here. Now basically what it is it centers around Bugs and Daffy being roommates, or basically being housemates. And believe it or not, like I said, it's like a sitcom, so you got, according to some of the people, you know, an opportunity for the characters to grow. You'll still in a way be the witty selves and all that, but in a chance to grow in a more expanded environment. The history about the show, when it was originally going to be created, was it was going to be a variety show. It was going to be like a variety show, a la kind of like the Muppet Show, if you will, but they decided to go with, like I said, the more contemporary Seinfeld / Odd Couple like deal. Now the characters that appear in there, you can see here in the background, even though it's a little blurry. But you got all the characters that you know about Looney Tunes. There's a few new ones. This witch right here, I think, is, I guess, a cousin of Witch Hazel. Her name is Witch Lorraine, or whatever her name is. And of course you have over here, this character is Tina Russo Duck. And if she looks a little familiar to you, if you've seen pictures of her already, in fact, I'll show you some of these characters right now. In fact, here's a list of them. And as we go down the category here of who they are, like right here, this is that Tina Russo Duck. This is actually, believe it or not, this was originally going to be Melissa Duck. You know, if you recognize the hair and everything from like Baby Looney Tunes, that's her. That's Melissa Duck, but her name's been changed to Tina, and she becomes Daffy's girlfriend. And according to the thing here, she's street smart, she's tough, she works at a Kinko copy-like place, and she's attracted to Daffy because she loves the project. And she's best friends with Lola Bunny. And of course, she is the first character to be completely redesigned. In fact, her original design is similar to what you see here, but it was this design down there. So yeah, and she'll be voiced. So yeah, that's who Tina's going to be, and she will be voiced, according to this, by Jennifer Espinote, who starred in movies like I Know What You Did Last Summer, Dracula 2000, Crash, Taxi, and Samantha Who. So this will be this Jennifer girl's first voiceover role. Now Lola, of course, is in here, but Lola is completely different than what we've seen her in Space Jam. Lola, as a matter of fact, is a little bit more kooky, bubbly, wild, semi-girlfriend of Bugs. So she's kind of like, I guess you could say, because it says right here, Lola is Bugs' bubbly, wild, semi-girlfriend. She talks in Mile a Minute, whether anybody is listening or not. She is best friends with Tina Russo. So yeah, they kind of, I mean, the design's very similar, but they kind of made her more kooky, more funny. She's going to be voiced by Kristen Rigg, And I guess she's supposed to be, I guess, the Looney Tunes show version of Babs, if you will. Because remember, when Babs was in Tiny Toons, she was very wild and everything at times, very bubbly at, you know, at certain areas. So I guess that's what they want to do with Lola. And you know, honestly, the way it looks like the way they're going to portray her, I wouldn't be surprised if the show allows it, if they decide to do it, that if they, you know, that they have a meltdown into a puddle. I would not be surprised by that. I would not be surprised that they have this version of Lola melt down into a puddle. Either she's kissed by bugs or she's just infatuated by him. I wouldn't be surprised by it. But yeah. And the other characters, of course, you know, are there too. Elmer Fudd, he's like a news reporter now. Speedy Gonzales owns a pizza parlor. Yosemite Sam's a bad neighbor. You know, things like that. So, you know, it looks real interesting. You know, I don't think it's going to be that bad. I think it's got a lot of potential. So we'll just have to wait and see what occurs. As the weeks go on. We do know other characters will appear. We do know that Porky's going to be in it. We know his girlfriend Petunia is going to be in it. We know Pepe's going to be in it. We know Penelope Cat, Pepe's girlfriend, is going to be in it, and she's going to be voiced by Tara Strong. She's going to appear in the same episode, or debut in the same episode as Petunia. So we know the Tasmanian Devil is the dog now, the pet dog of Bugs. So it definitely looks really interesting, and again, like I said, it's got potential. We find that Foghorn Leghorn's a multi-millionaire, is an entrepreneur, a multi-millionaire. So yeah, again, it looks really, really interesting. It's got potential, I believe. So I already know that some people may have their different opinions about it, but we'll just have to wait and see what occurs. So. But that's my take on the new Looney Tunes show. Again, I think it's got potential. I think it can really be something special to watch. So I'd definitely check it out if I was you. Check out the first episode right now. It's on Cartoon Network on demand. And again, I think it's going to be really, really interesting, you know, as time goes on. And again, I know I'm repeating myself, but I believe it's really got a lot of potential. So tell me what you guys think down below. Do you think that it has the same thing? Do you agree with me on it? Go to LooneyTunesShow.Weka.com to get more information if you want to. And that's all I'm going to say about it. But again, tell me what you guys think. Tell me if you agree or not with what I said about it. And do you agree with how the character is going to be